2023 Christmas tree lighting in front of Bank of America Stadium. Everyone is out here despite the rain. Food trucks that's out, people are eating, sipping on cocoa. I don't have my cocoa because the real fun is actually inside.
It's Christmas time. Grab your coat, it's getting cold. Just look at the falling snow. This season's greetings.
Well, despite the weather outside, I think it's fantastic in here. We have lots of activities for kids and families. You can write a letter to Santa, get your picture taken with a menorah. We've got hot chocolate and cookies and food trucks and so many things for families to do to celebrate the holiday season here at Bank of America Stadium for the annual tree lighting.
Did you get to talk and sit with Santa?
We did take a picture with Santa, although I think I'm a little bit old for that.
Never too old for Santa.
Never too old. We're so happy with the turnout. The rain has let up just a little bit, and so we hope that the more than 30,000 people who collected tickets for today will still show up because it's a fantastic environment and you're protected from the elements inside.
I enjoyed the combo of inside and outside, so yeah, I liked it. He was excited to go in the stadium, so it's like,
right. Because it's most likely people's first time actually going in the stadium.
Yeah.
So that's a cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Bethany, how are you enjoying yourself out here this evening?
Oh, I love it so much. So far, I've already seen Santa, told him what I'm expecting on Christmas Day. Got my lovely face painting.
I saw.
With glitter, so that's super fun. And I love just seeing everybody smiling and all coming together.
Awesome.
The perfect way to start Thanksgiving week and go into the holidays.
People want to be out here. It's the Christmas spirit, it's the holiday spirit, it's the turkey spirit.
Oh, the turkey spirit. Are you ready for some turkey Thursday?
Yes, I am so ready to eat, mashed potatoes, greens, beans,
potatoes,
tomatoes.
Are you visiting any of these food trucks out here? Because I can smell it from where we're standing.
Oh yeah, they got some good barbecue and cheesecake. It's awesome.
I have to ask you, Bethany, have you been naughty or nice this year?
Definitely nice. I have tried my best to set a good example and be a positive role model.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
Oh, I have been on the nice list, so I'm expecting something nice this year.
If you look through my track record, it might say naughty, but if you look overall, it says I'm nice.
I've been a little bit of both.
She said a little bit of both, y'all. Have you been on Santa's naughty or nice list? Be honest.
I probably should, but no, I have not.
You have not? See, he was real, y'all. See, I like him.
Welcome to the Carolina Panthers and Charlotte FC 10th annual tree lighting. You ready? Bradley Bozeman, Bram Bronico, and homegrown Jalen Lindsay. Five, four, three, two, one.
Birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree, and a partridge in a pear tree.
And that's a wrap for the ADSN coverage of the 2023 Carolina Panthers Christmas tree lighting.
It's the holiday season, as you just saw with the Carolina Panthers Christmas tree lighting, and it's definitely winter weather here. And today, the Carolina Panthers, now 1-9 on the season, are in Nashville to face the 3-7 Titans, and still looking for ways to fill the void at guard left by Austin Corbett's return to IR for the remainder of the season. Currently, the most likely options moving forward are a mix with Cade Mays and Nash Jensen, but Panthers head coach Frank Reich was tight-lipped about his plans this week, but says he feels confident in what the team has accomplished headed into the matchup.
Looking forward to, going on the road against a good football team, a tough physical team, well-coached team in all three phases. Really a team that does a great job, with penalties, situational football. Excited about how the guys competed this week and the plan that we have going forward. So we'll just let that unfold and see it on Sunday.
With 7 games remaining, Reich admits that there are still key areas he'd like to improve with regarding the offense's production, including the tight ends group, which has shown flashes of effectiveness lately, with Tommy Trimble's 3 touchdowns a part of that effort.
We're always looking to spread the ball around. Tight ends, we're trying to get them involved in our offense. They've always had pretty good production over the years. So I think some of the lack of production at tight end, certainly not the players, I feel great about that room. It's just been an overall underperformance of the offense where everybody's numbers and involvement are going to be down. So, excited about the opportunity to turn the tables on that.
Including Corbett, the team still has 13 players on IR with limited opportunities left to return players this year. And the Friday injury report provided a mix of good and bad news for the Panthers. Tight end Hayden Hurst, who had not participated in practice all week due to a concussion, was ruled out for this week's game. And linebacker Yetur Gross-Matos and safety Jeremy Chin were both limited on Friday, were also ruled out for Sunday's game. Both Chin and Gross-Matos are currently within the 21-day window to return to the active roster. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Carolina Pro Football Report. I'm Kevin Tolbert here from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, as the Panthers get set to take on the Tennessee Titans today. As you saw, lots of Christmas spirit going on back in Charlotte. The weather feels like that here. This is the first game in a string of 3 road games for the Panthers. So this is number one where they hope to get a win today, and we'll see what happens as they go on, but a great chance for a win today. However, before we get into the game, let's look at some top concerns for the Panthers. Safety Sam Franklin, as well as linebackers Marquise Haynes and Frankie Louvu, were all limited in Friday's practice, so they are listed as questionable for today. And then cornerback J.C. Horn, who is working his way back from a hamstring injury, and C.J. Henderson were both listed as doubtful. So still a lot of concerns for this Panthers roster, especially on the defensive side of the ball as they take on these next 3 games. And then there were acquisitions this week. The Panthers signed guard Justin McCray, who has some familiarity with the Panthers system, and cornerback A.J. Parker was signed to the practice squad this week. And we'll bring you all those game time updates as far as who else may be ruled out and those doubtful players. We'll give you those later in the show today. Now, the last time these two teams met was back in 2019. The Panthers defeated the Titans 30-20, so they're hoping to get a repeat, as I mentioned before. This is probably the best chance this year for a Panthers win, given how they line up on paper. And we'll get more into that, including a report from Antonio Ramos on his take about how the Panthers can get a win today. So lots in store, so make sure you stay right there. But let's start with the Panthers offense today. The biggest story is the QB battle. Bryce Young, Will Levis, both drafted in this 2023 draft class. Levis, however, talked a lot of, big talk in the combine, but did not have a great showing. Dropped all the way down into the second round, but he is starting to make some noise now. Now, last week, Will Levis went 13 of 17 for 158 yards, 2 TDs, and a passer rating over 140 compared to Bryce Young's 123 yards passing, a TD, and an interception, and a passer rating of about half that. So, but one of the issues for Bryce Young today, he was sacked 7 times last week and hit 11 times. So the Panthers, So the Panthers will have to do a better job this week of protecting Bryce, and that's going to be difficult with Austin Corbett now out. But they will try to fill that gap with Cade Mays and Nash Jensen. Look for them to probably both see action today. And the Panthers receivers room is anchored by Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is one of 6 receivers in the NFL right now with 5 games where he has 8+ receptions in a game. So a lot resting on Adam Thielen today, but hopefully they'll get to spread the ball around. We asked Frank Reich about that this week, about getting the tight ends more involved because they have had some success in the rundown, in the red zone. However, they'll have to do a lot more to get those guys involved. And then there's Terrace Marshall. He has not been very productive this year, but that's not on Terrace Marshall. As Frank Reich mentioned, they have a lot of guys to feed on that offense, and it's just been difficult to try to figure out how to get everybody opportunities. So Terrace Marshall has not done as well as he's capable of this year, but that may change today. As we mentioned with the secondary of the Titans, they're giving up approximately 7.3 yards per catch. So a very likely chance that we'll see a lot more breakout in the pass game today. Also, the run game. You got Chuba Hubbard, you got Miles Sanders. They teamed up well last week, and they'll need to have that same type of production going forward today if the Panthers want to get a win. So a lot more balanced production in the run game from last week. We'll have to see if they can carry that over to this week.
I'm Tommy Trimble, tight end, Carolina Panthers. I feel like adjusting to this new offense has been super exciting. Having a head coach that is really offensive-minded, tight end-minded, that really just details everything that we would want to do and succeed in. I feel like my opportunities on the field really open up with this type of playbook and with these coaches. I feel like really just talking to them, seeing how they like these routes run, or getting a few after practice if we're off on schedule on a few during practice, and feeling comfortable doing that is really what's helping that relationship between the tight ends and the QBs. I feel like I have. Before, I really didn't feel like I was comfortable as much on the field. But now, with really asking the questions I can, more studying just on my own, I feel like reading the defense, like it's a lot easier now. It makes the game easier. It makes knowing these routes and what we're gonna do easier. You know, Hayden being a vet, 6 years, he's 29. I mean, he's really been in the league and just gave his peace of mind to anything. He would help me, I remember with the releases earlier, like when a guy looks like this or this kind of leverage, he just tells me what I can do. And having that kind of guy in the room who's had the opportunity in different offenses to really explore the passing game and just teach it to us is really, it's awesome. He's been a great older guy, and I love him in the room, man. I think he's really brought our group together. We all have this common goal to be great, and never lets us rest, but always makes us comfortable in the room. And I think that's what really makes us just go to our best selves.
Hey, 10 toes, I'ma never miss. Bomb locked in, never take a loss in the sport. Bomb top 10.
If I could describe the tight end room in one word and why, I would almost say ruthless. Like this is, and I would describe it like this is like, it's time for us to really show what we got and show who we are this year. And I feel like everyone, they're ready and dying to. Like, we just want to be ruthless on the field, whether it's in the run game or the pass game. We want to do everything we can to be a terror for defenses.
Running it back, running it back, running it back. Running it back, running it back. And that's we gon' keep running it back, running it back, running it back.
Now, there have been a lot of struggles for both of these teams this year, but with more on what the Tennessee Titans will bring today and how the Carolina Panthers can access some of those soft spots, let's go to Antonio Ramos, Spanish radio analyst for the Carolina Panthers.
Week 12 in the NFL with the Panthers playing their first of 3 straight road games, visiting the Tennessee Titans this Sunday, try to get their second win of the season against a very inconsistent Titans team that has lost 5 of their last 6 games. It's a great opportunity for Bryce Young and this Panthers offense to show signs of progress against the 3rd lowest ranked defense in quarterback pressures in the NFL with only 68. And the defense with the fewest interceptions in the National Football League with only 3. Now, everything we know starts up front. You have to establish the run early on to open up, this pass offense for Bryce Young. This offensive line has failed to protect Bryce all year long with 39 sacks. That's bottom 3 in protection in the NFL. And with guard Austin Corbett, unfortunately, out of the season, Panthers, they have to protect the interior of that line when facing disruptive players like Jeffrey Simmons and Denico Autry. This Titans defense is very vulnerable. Head coach Mike Vrabel is a proud defensive mind, but that unit has allowed teams to score in 44% of the drives this season. That ranks 30 in the NFL. On the other side of the ball, there's no secret that Tennessee likes to run the football a lot. That's their identity with 21 personnel, multiple tight ends blocking for Derrick Henry, who is averaging 4.2 yards per carry. You have to stop the run against this Titans team and put the game in rookie Will Levis's hands. It will be his 5th start in the NFL, and without wide receiver Treylon Burks out due to a concussion, his options are kind of limited just to Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. Carolina's defense, we know they haven't been healthy all year, but they have to keep the team alive. They've kept the team alive sometimes in this season during games. They have the 6th best passing defense, but at some point they have to find ways to pressure the quarterback. Only 17 sacks all year, and they must improve their red zone defense. They have allowed oppositions to score in 70% of drives inside the 20. It might not be a sexy game to struggling teams that like explosive plays on offense. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. If Carolina can stop the run, if they find ways to protect Bryce and put the ball in Adam Thielen's hand and using Chuba Hubbard in open space, they might have a chance. I think the Panthers can win this game. I have the Carolina Panthers getting their 2nd win of the season, 20-17.
Now, you can't drive to a victory without the keys to the game. So today, key number 1 is a fast start on offense. They'll definitely have to do that. They have been struggling tremendously with that all season, but hopefully this, as I said, will be the game where they can exploit the secondary a lot more. Bryce Young should be able to get those opportunities today. That'll be a key for them. That forces the defense to have to play catch up, go more to the passing game, less to the run game. So hopefully some quick scores for the Panthers in the first quarter will really help pad that lead and get the Titans off balance on their offense. And then eliminate the turnovers and false starts on offense. The penalties have been a big stopping point for the Carolina Panthers this year. So they've got to be more focused. They have to remain locked in today and avoid those. And then key number 3 is ball security. One of the biggest issues for the Panthers this year has been ball security, a lot of critical turnovers, so they'll have to maintain those if they want to stay upright today. Now, this would not be a true Carolina Pro Football Report if we didn't tell you where, as visiting fans, to go to get something great to eat, have a lot of fun. And in Nashville, we found that place, Bringle's Smoking Oasis. Now, that's a lot to say, but guess what? You get a lot to eat there We went over, we tried them out. The food was amazing, but here's a look.
Hey, I'm Kerry Bringle. I am the owner of Bringle's Smoking Oasis and Peg Leg Porker. I was born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, and so it's nice. We're a true independent. We're 100% family owned and operated, and we're about as Nashville as you can get. I'm a pit master. I've been cooking barbecue for over 35 years, and I opened the Peg Leg Porker restaurant 10 years ago, and it's been very successful, but it's all just, we chose to do a whole different concept, and that's what we did here with Bringle's Smoking Oasis. A lot of people told me it was an old gas station and it sits on a triangular lot. It had the old canopy where there used to be the little convenience store right in the middle. We turned that into the bar in the garage area. That's now the main dining room. We added these big screens and we made it a place where you can bring your family and your kids and your animals. You can even bring dogs out here. And you're going to have some great food. You can eat outside, you can eat inside. Brisket is the star of the show over here. That's the centerpiece of Texas barbecue. Sometimes on Sundays we'll do beef ribs. They're also a big hit. But the pastrami, the smoked pastrami, is something that we do that's unique. It's a great product that really most Nashvillians hadn't gotten to try before now. All of our meats here are slow smoked. We cook at about 220. We use hickory wood, which is what's unique to Tennessee, but with trim, and they smoke